The movement on the road stops and smoke lingers above the damaged buildings. A drone flies over a damaged village, passing broken houses and debris-covered streets. On the road below, a lone occupying soldier walks through the ruins. The drone detects him and begins a controlled descent. As it closes the distance, he attempts to run along the street, changing direction briefly. The effort is unsuccessful. Within seconds, contact occurs. The movement on the road stops and smoke lingers above the damaged buildings. A drone rests near ruined houses and monitors the road. A quad bike with 2 occupying soldiers passes by. The drone lifts off and accelerates, moving between damaged buildings. It closes the distance from behind and descends toward the vehicle. Within seconds, contact occurs. The quad slows as smoke rises along the street. A drone flies over a field of tall grass. In the vegetation below, an occupying soldier lies partially concealed. The drone adjusts its path and begins a direct descent. Within seconds, contact occurs. The movement in the grass stops. A drone patrols above open fields. A lone occupying soldier becomes visible against the bare ground. The drone aligns and begins a short descent. Within seconds, contact occurs. Under night vision, a drone flies low. A lone occupying soldier in a coat walks calmly ahead. The drone aligns from behind and descends. Within seconds, contact occurs. The movement in the frame stops. A drone flies low along a muddy rural road, covered in puddles and wet tracks. The ground appears saturated, with water reflecting the gray sky. Ahead, an occupying quad bike moves along the empty stretch of road. The drone adjusts its alignment and accelerates from behind. It maintains a steady approach over the slick surface and closes the distance. Within seconds, it descends directly toward the moving vehicle. Contact follows, and the quad slows as smoke rises above the muddy road. A drone patrols above a heavily damaged village, scanning broken streets and roofless houses. Between collapsed walls, an occupying soldier becomes visible. He moves quickly through the ruins, changing direction and attempting to find cover among shattered buildings. The drone maintains visual contact from above, adjusting its path as the figure runs between courtyards and debris. The soldier reaches a partially destroyed structure and enters through an open section of wall. The drone descends toward the building and approaches the entrance. Contact occurs near the structure, sending smoke across the damaged yard. The movement inside the ruins stops as the camera holds briefly over the site. A drone flies along a rural road and scans the nearby tree line. Among the trees, occupying soldiers move through the brush. One breaks away toward the edge of the road. As he tries to change direction, he stumbles and drops to his knees. The drone adjusts slightly and begins a direct descent. Within seconds, contact occurs. The movement near the roadside stops, and the tree line grows still. A drone waits low near a rural road, remaining still as it monitors passing traffic. A vehicle drives by, moving along the road bordered by dense forest. The drone lifts off and follows from behind, keeping a steady distance above the track. The vehicle continues toward a small fortified position hidden among trees. As it arrives and slows near the makeshift base, the drone aligns and descends. Contact occurs with the vehicle, and smoke rises near the entrance. Shortly after, a second drone approaches the same location. From above, an armored vehicle positioned in partial cover becomes visible inside the compound. The drone adjusts its path and descends toward it. Another detonation follows, sending smoke above the tree line as the scene concludes. A drone flies high above a damaged dam structure, capturing the flow of water moving through a newly opened breach. Below, water spreads across low-lying terrain, filling channels and flowing toward a nearby riverbed. The surrounding landscape shows signs of recent disturbance. From the aerial perspective, the altered waterline becomes clearly visible. Sections of road and private property appear partially flooded. The current follows a defined path, reshaping the ground as it moves downstream. The footage documents the aftermath rather than the moment of destruction. No direct evidence of the cause is visible from this angle. The drone maintains a steady orbit, recording the changed terrain and the impact on surrounding infrastructure. As the water continues to move through the breach, the camera holds on the wider landscape, emphasizing how infrastructure damage can quickly transform conditions on the ground. This extended segment presents a sustained compilation of drone engagements across multiple frontline sectors. The footage transitions between open farmland, damaged settlements, forest belts, trench systems, and rural approach roads. From above, the terrain reveals the cumulative impact of prolonged conflict: fractured structures, disturbed soil, and abandoned positions. Drones patrol continuously, maintaining wide aerial coverage before narrowing focus on detected movement. In open ground, lone figures and small groups attempt to cross exposed areas. In forested strips, movement threads between trees and brush. In trench lines, narrow corridors guide motion through carved earth. Once alignment is confirmed, descent begins. Some approaches are direct and rapid. Others involve brief maneuvering to avoid branches, walls, or uneven ground. The aerial perspective remains stable, emphasizing observation before contact. Reactions on the ground vary. Individuals attempt to change direction, accelerate, or reach minimal cover. Light vehicles appear along dirt roads and near damaged buildings, moving quickly between positions. From altitude, their routes are clearly visible against the surrounding terrain. After each approach, visible activity decreases. Smoke rises across fields and streets, drifting slowly over damaged structures. The drone often lingers momentarily above each site, documenting the aftermath before shifting to the next sector. The compilation reflects how drone operations now shape daily combat activity. Day and night sequences alternate, including footage captured under night vision optics. Weather conditions shift between dry soil, snow-covered fields, and muddy ground, yet the operational pattern remains consistent. Throughout the sequence, the tone stays restrained and documentary. Repetition defines the rhythm: patrol, detection, descent, contact, stillness. The aerial vantage point connects multiple engagements into a single, continuous overview of activity along the front line. By the final minutes, the landscape across sectors appears quiet once more. Smoke fades, roads lie empty, and trench lines cut through scarred earth. The drone hovers briefly over the silent terrain before the extended montage concludes.
Subscribe to the channel and leave a like.